You've been quoted as saying that the New South Wales Premier's handling of this outbreak has been an abject failure. Why do you think that's the case?
I think what we've been hearing is that we have press conferences every day reporting on the virus's progress, but nothing about managing it. And I, like many others, especially the small business owners, are sick of hearing that it's about what we do. So they've poorly managed everything from A to B, and we're all at B, and we're expected to do everything for everybody else. So the business owners and the residents, everybody's fed up with this attitude.
So do you think then, if it's been so poorly mishandled, should the Premier have gone harder earlier and called a snap lockdown in the first instance?
I don't think any small business person or owner would have managed any part of their business like this. We know where the weaknesses are. It's in hotel quarantine and incoming. So why haven't we installed better measures to protect our own people? She's simply ignored where the weaknesses are in the processes. That's people coming in via airports or every other entry into Australia. We need people coming in, we need deliveries, we need freight. But why aren't the processes there keeping us safe? It's no point relying on us to do the job at point B. She needs to do the job from point A to B.
How worried are you about the current trajectory? It's now an extended 3-week lockdown. What happens now if Sydney's numbers keep climbing and these pleas and these measures simply don't work?
Well, the scary thing there is that there's going to be a lot of small business owners with their back up against a wall who are seriously contemplating ending their life because of how bad their situation is. They've had 18 months where they haven't been able to feed their families themselves, let alone run a business. And yet we expect 92% of business in Australia, which is small business, to shoulder this catastrophic economic burden on their own shoulders. We employ nearly half the workforce. People are going to lose jobs and businesses are going to be destroyed. I don't see how that's any advantage to managing this pandemic.
What's been the reaction from businesses, particularly after today's press conference? We got a very strong indication from the Premier that the extended lockdown will not end on Friday as scheduled. I'm sure a number of businesses would have been completely rattled by that.
They're very rattled. There's mental health issues, there's going to be economic issues, mortgages can't be paid, rents can't be paid, utilities can't be paid, credit cards are up the wazoo. The data shows that in the last 18 months, business owners have incurred an additional $100,000 to $300,000 worth of debt. That's just in 18 months. They can't see any light at the end of the tunnel, and they don't even know after COVID, after this 4-week period lockdown, which is where we're going, what life's going to be like then. Foot traffic in the city today is down to 2% of what it was pre-COVID. So people are staying away in droves, but that's still not enough for our Premier.
The New South Wales Treasurer says that additional support packages will be available for businesses from July 19. How far will these grants go? Well, the
$10,000 grant that's currently available isn't available to businesses who trade under $75,000. So that wipes out a big chunk of them. So they've taken care of not helping a big part of the small business community. The $10,000 that's currently available to those trading over $75,000, well, most of them have more than $10,000 worth of rent in a month, let alone wages, let alone utilities. So it's not going very far at all. The federal government needs to step in and understand that New South Wales does the heavy lifting in terms of the economy of Australia, and we need help, or he's going to watch New South Wales go down the gurgler.
Have businesses, particularly in the city of Sydney, been confused as to whether or not they're considered essential, whether or not they're allowed to open? There's been what appears to be quite a lot of confusion there. Is that the feedback you're getting?
Yes, every day there seems to be the goalposts are moving. Now, we understand that the pandemic is changing every day, but let's be serious here. We've had 18 months of a pandemic changing things every day. Surely they're able to manage the messaging better. I mean, they're putting the mess back into messaging. It's a total failure in terms of communications, and there are massive teams at the Premier's disposal to get the message out. So I'm getting dozens of businesses calling me every day. What exactly are we allowed to do and who is essential? Well, all business is essential, isn't it?